if the money you have cannot help you, eat that money. Is that good advice?
Money lesson that I wish I would have
known
earlier, or
yes.
someone would have educated me. I made money, I spent money.
Were you typical to me? Pesa ikuzoe?
Not really. We started Agri-Africa in 2022. Not knowing, we did not know that we are going to be here. We did not know that we are going to be organizing big exhibitions of an international scale. We had not envisioned that we are going to partner with big event organizers that like the one that we've partnered with from China.
What's going on, everybody? How are you doing? It's your girl Susenge, the girl with a golden voice, but you can call me the girl with a plan. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Clout Capital. Here we focus on stories and coins. As always, our tagline is Bees and Banter. Today I'm seated in the presence of one of the very key people when you're talking about agriculture, the agriculture industry in Kenya Matters exhibition. But before I get into introducing our guest today, I just want to start the show today with a quote. Unajua leo nimeanza na mambo serious. One of the greatest minds in the world called Daniel Webster, he said, "When the tillage begins, other art follows. The farmer, therefore, is the founder of human civilization." I am seated in the presence of the CEO of Agri-Africa Exhibition Limited, Mr. Tito Mutai. Karibu sana.
Thank you very much.
Am I the one who's supposed to be welcoming you on set ama niona nikaribisha juu nimekuja kwenyu?
You welcome me on set and then I welcome you to Abba House and then I welcome you to Agri-Africa.
Oh, yes, I like that. Tell me first of all about yourself. Unajua watu wanaweza kuwa nasikia huyu Tito Mutai na nimekuja nikakuintroduce, but maybe there's something that I've missed.
Yeah, my name is Tito Mutai and I am the CEO of Agri-Africa. This is one of the companies that I run, and primarily is a company that deals with events in agriculture. We organize exhibitions and conferences, we organize seminars, workshops. Sometimes we even take international, local people for international delegations.
Yes.
And we've successfully done one before in 2023. What more do you want to know about Agri-Africa?
Maybe we will continue unpacking that as we go, because first of all, this is a multi-billion industry.
True.
Yeah, agriculture. When you look at, maybe research also says that 60% of arable land is in Africa. So that means there's a lot of things that Africa has, these beautiful soils. We are the ones who are producing much into the world. And now, before we get into, even now we know you're talking about exhibitions and all these things. There is a CEO I was speaking to, and he told me, if you have to do something, you're getting into entrepreneurship, you're getting into anything you're doing, find a problem and then have the solution and do it perfectly. So in terms of Agri-Africa, what is this problem that you found and then said, this one I'm solving it to the T?
Yeah. Thank you. And first of all, let me just take you back a little bit.
Yeah.
When you quote the data about agriculture, so when you look at the world uncultivated arable land,
yes,
indeed it is 60%. Like Africa accounts for 60% of the world's uncultivated arable land. And my company is called Agri-Africa. And why do we call it Agri-Africa? Is because the opportunity when it comes to agriculture is in Africa. Now, identifying opportunities in the agriculture space and coming up with solutions for it, it's because agriculture is the most highly underserved sector. Nobody wants to work in the agriculture space, or at least many people are not interested in working in the agriculture space.
yes.
Yourself, if I pose a question to you, do you farm?
I don't.
You don't farm.
I don't, yeah. But my shosho does.
Your shosho does.
Yes.
But you yourself, you don't like it.
Yeah.
But how do we encourage people to start investing in agriculture? And when you look at agriculture, you're not just talking about farming itself. There's a lot of opportunities in the entire value chain for agriculture. So there are several value chains, and you can find a way to fit yourself in agriculture. You're providing a particular service around media, curating content, creating content, consolidating content. And right now you are contributing towards agricultural productivity and success by being a medium through which you can reach to many people and encourage them to enter into this agriculture space. Many people are doing the farming, others are doing processing, others are just doing trading. So there are many people who are involved in the agriculture space think that opportunities in agriculture is just farming. No, it is not just farming. I am not a farmer, but I participate in the agricultural value chains. I am an investor in agricultural space, where in the upstream and downstream agricultural investments, by being a service provider in this space, I organize events. So I participate in agriculture. You're a media company, you're a host, you're participating in agriculture. But we should encourage people to start participating actively in this agricultural space because the opportunities are so many. And the reason I ventured into this is because agriculture is highly underserved. Many people are not seeing the opportunity in the entire agricultural space. They just see agriculture is farming. It's not just farming. Opportunities in agriculture cut across.
Now, one of the, actually the mission, if I'm getting that right, the mission of Agri Africa is transforming how food is actually grown, delivered, and enjoyed. You know. Now let me tell you a story. Before now we land into this question. You know, nowadays there is for us at least young people, there's the buzz about traumatized. That one told me something and it traumatized me. So if someone told you, like if someone told me today, you can't be on radio, I go at home and I create my own radio, right? So in terms of the mission, which is now transforming how transforming how food is actually even enjoyed, and the whole ecosystem in your mission, what inspired? Why did you decide to get into this ecosystem like this? Did it, or rather, was it born from where you came from as a child, growing up as a young person, and then you're like, huku vile mambo iko, I will go and create an ecosystem where people will have access to actually food?
It's very interesting. This question, when you ask someone, people will answer you as if when they started they knew everything. They had already figured it out end to end. To be honest, that is not, we did not start with a particular story of we want to transform how food is grown, delivered, and enjoyed. We started by just wanting to do an event. We made a lot of mistakes. Some of the plans that we had did not work out. And constantly we evolved into becoming this company that came up with this concept of let's transform how food is grown, delivered, and enjoyed, so that people can enjoy being part of agricultural ecosystem, participating in the agricultural sector. And by enjoying the food that you eat, you are an active participant. Because what joy wouldn't you have if you knew that everything that you're consuming on your plate is grown in Kenya? So we started Agri Africa in 2022. Not knowing, we did not know that we are going to be here. We did not know that we are going to be organizing big exhibitions of an international scale. We had not envisioned that we are going to partner with big event organizers that like the one that we've partnered with from China. So there is no particular explanation or a story that I can give you that I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I knew the problems that I am solving when I started this. I saw an opportunity in an environment that is highly underserved, and we've been learning about this environment. We are not the solutions for agriculture, for the problems that the agriculture sector faces. We are just a platform that brings people together to solve these problems.
Now, someone told me, in everything that you do, fail early, right? So I want you to maybe, because now events and exhibitions is actually your forte, maybe you can tell us, based on, maybe you can give us first the story of the first ever event that you put together, and then you're like, and now looking back in hindsight, you're like, at least in this particular front, I failed early and I've learned, and now where I'm at, because I'm also, all of us know that there's an event that is coming up this October, which we'll be talking about in a few.
We registered Agri-Africa in 2022. I'll take you back again.
Yeah.
And when we registered Agri-Africa,
Yeah.
it was for us to tap into the opportunities in this highly underserved space. And we thought, let's organize for an event. Let's organize an exhibition. Ended up booking the space at KICC for May. That was in February when we registered the company. Booked the space for May and started building content, coming up with brochures, plans, exhibition plans. And I did not just have this thought from nowhere. I mean, I've been attending so many international exhibitions, and you would wonder, wow, how did these people start?
Yes.
Yeah, we are going to start doing our own event. It's so easy to get people to participate in events. So long story short, between February all the way to April, we wrote letters, we attended international exhibitions to try and market our event. And to our surprise, like you said, jokes on me.
Jokes on you.
Jokes on me, jokes on me. We did not get any response from all the letters and emails that we are sending.
Not even one.
Not even one. Then now in April, all that I had was moral support. You're doing this it's really good. But nobody believes that my expertise, my field is way different. I was trying to focus and build my career in ICT. And now I'm trying to do something around agriculture, but it's still in the ICT because it's information services. You have to build proper systems that can be able to deliver the vision that we have. So trying to explaining to people the vision, you realize that you're explaining to so many people who cannot understand what is this that you're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah. So we end up not getting any interested persons to participate in the exhibition. We already have a set date. We've already booked the venue. We've already paid our deposit for the venue. And he said, call a spade, and let's postpone it. Take a step back, re-strategize with the lessons that we've learned. Then we came up with now a new strategy, a new way of doing this. And we started now having interest. Like people are seeing someone who is consistent or and persistent. Like, I'm not giving up on this. I postponed it, not because I have failed on it. I've postponed it so that I can be able to re-strategize, because I know that there is an opportunity in this space. So I'm going to continue fighting. So said postpone it. After we postpone it, now by 1 year, then build new content, start interacting with people. Yeah. And when we realize that, we are now getting response. You write letters, they're now being responded. It's because now I've started understanding how the event space in agriculture works, what are the gaps, who are the competition, how are they really doing it, you know. So little by little, we started getting people confidently listening to the opportunities, the plans that we have, the strategy that we have. We now successfully did our first exhibition that was called the 2023 Agri-Africa Expo and Conference. And it was very successful. We had around 170 exhibitors, which we documented 153. And Around 7,000 visitors, because our what we documented was around 5,000 visitors whom we were able to collect the data and their interest. So it's a business of data. You need to have you need to collect your own first-hand data, and then now continue engaging this data for you now to have successful business interactions between now your clients. So the event was very successful. Then beyond that, another big mistake I made. Of course, I cannot say that I knew that I was making a mistake, but I got way over myself and decided I need to come up with a bigger plan to make the event bigger. So I ended up forging different partnerships again. And
Ilikuramba.
iliniramba.
So vile ilikuramba, what did you do? Ama, what is something, maybe to frame that a bit, what is something you would advise someone from vile ilikuramba? What is something you would have done?
I ended up not doing the 2024 exhibition. Not actually because of the partnerships. First, the economic situation was not that good.
Yes.
Second, in our previous exhibition, there's something that I did not focus on so much, which is the outcome. So you do a huge event. There's a lot of business interactions that you've created. But really, how do you track the success stories?
Yeah, in fact, that is where we were heading. How do you measure impact for you and also for people who are attending?
We did our first exhibition. It was big, to be honest. Even the people who commended that event, the owners of the venue were like, we've never seen a first event that is organized by a private sector that has been done to such a magnitude. Like, it was a big scale. So we, first of all, us as Agri-Africa, we surpassed our expectation. It was beyond our expectation, because even on the first day of the event, we still had people who wanted to take up the space. So we did not have systems that were able to track impact. So after the exhibition, you lose the connection to all the people who came. Yeah? Because we did not have systems that will be able to track impact. We did not have the resources. So we moved on immediately to organizing the next event, to trying to organize the next event without first of all tracking what are the level of impact that you created. So first mistake. Second mistake is trying to do something bigger because you've achieved this first event. So you're like, second event is going to be bigger and better, and I'm going to work towards it.
Should it not be like that?
No. Have a gradual growth. Graduate your growth. Just say it's going to be way better. I'm going to put in effort to make it way better than that. But then again, there are some factors and limitations. And one of the big limitations is, what are the economic conditions of the environment that you're in? Normally, I say you're the exact representation of the environment that surrounds you. So the environment that surrounded us at that time was not that good. You know it, I know it. 2024 was not a good year for Kenya. And events, even when you go to, we do our events at KICC, and you ask them, they would tell you that it was not a good year. Many events that people had booked were cancelled. Even during those maandamanos that were happening, there were events that were happening, and then the maandamanos are happening. So someone has invested their money to participate in your event, and you are the organizer. You would surely want them to have to meet the expected outcomes of that event. how would you meet the expectations of your clients
Yet.
if the environment is not conducive for um, the clients to interact with the intended target audience that they want? So that's why we did not do 2024. There are so many factors. But some of the factors is, I mean, I did not have good plan beyond my first event.
Yeah, so have a plan.
Yeah, have a plan. And then again, I wanted it to be bigger, so I wanted to have different partners. Yeah, I cannot talk too much about it because again, we've moved ahead. I've learned from my mistakes. We now have other partners, big partners, which I would even want to talk about. I don't know if I've answered your question correctly regarding the question that you've asked.
You have actually answered the question. But now I want us, this show is about biz and banter. So when I talk about business is money. So let's talk some numbers here. What is the biggest amount that was almost like a loss that you've incurred so far investing into the business before we get into even how putting together the event?
Investing into building a brand, especially when you are a startup, it's very difficult to measure it. Of course, we've invested a lot. I cannot say we've gone on losses because what you should strive as much as possible is to break even on an event. If you don't break even, then I mean, don't make loss on an event. Make loss in the company, but not the event. So the event is not loss making. Because if the strategy works, then you would definitely, if the strategy works, what you can do is to raise enough money to cover your costs. But then again, that does not mean that the company makes profits. Maybe we lost some money. Maybe we've been making losses in the company when you do your financial statements and you realize, well, my operational expenses are high. I have to pay rent, I have to pay salaries, I have to pay. There are quite a number of expenses, especially if you have just one line of business, because at Agri-Africa right now, our one line of business, because we are fairly young, is organizing these events.
So out of these events, because when you put together such an international event where people are coming in, now you have a Chinese partner at least, and it's not only people, 7,000 people is a lot of people. And when they're coming on board, you've put together all these things. You've paid for venues, you're paying for salaries, you're paying for catering for logistics of people who are coming to help you facilitate the event. So how do you make money as Agri-Africa?
Our current revenue stream is on events. Our current revenue streams is on events, but we are sure that we are going to expand because all these companies that we are creating value for, there's more areas of collaboration with them. But first of all, you need to be trustworthy. We need to build our trustworthiness. So that is what at Agri-Africa we are trying as hard as possible to do. Build trustworthiness so that now the companies can trust you to collaborate with them beyond just being an event organizer, because in events you would just charge them some exhibition fees, but the real opportunity is in the collaboration, because when they're participating in these events, they want to create business interactions that will definitely lead to transactions, because nobody wants to participate in an event if they don't have a product or service to sell. So if they have a product or service to sell, then it means there's a likelihood of having a transaction. So moving beyond the exhibition, we consider these companies that are coming to participate in these events as our partners. But now giving them value is something that we need to have a proper strategy, which is something that we are working on.
Yeah. Able talk to me about risks, because even putting together an event, that's business. And majority of the times you find people saying it's important for you to take risks in business. But sometimes inafaa ukichukua risk unajua hiyo inaweza choma Ama that might just be the best decision that you make in terms of your area of operation. So what is the biggest risk you've taken as Agri-Africa, that it was a risk, but it was a good risk that turned out to be, oh, you said, oh, that one went well?
The biggest risk is time, not the money. Not the money.
I was waiting for you to mention a few $1 million.
No.
You said time.
No, the biggest risk is time. Because money you will always make.
Yes.
Of course, Agri-Africa is not my only business. Actually, I make money from somewhere else and then I put it in this one because I believe in it.
Is that the risk?
So believe in what you're doing. So if I believe in Agri-Africa and I believe that we are really going to succeed, it's what just is key that we really need to focus on making sure that the strategy that we have works. If the strategy that we have and the plan that we come up with to achieve our goals and objectives, which at the end of the day, in any company, you need to have an ROI, and the biggest ROI is profits. You need to make money.
Yes.
So if our plan leads to us making profits, the only biggest risk is time. Because money you can only invest as to the best of your ability. I mean, there's no way you can say, I'm going to put in 10 million shillings into this. If you are able to put in that money, close your eyes and just say, I've invested in this, but the risk that I have is time, because that is what I cannot recover.
Oh, that's deep. Is that the same advice you'd give a 25-year-old who's seeking to get into entrepreneurship and especially event side?
Yes. The only advice is the time you invest in something must be worthwhile, not the money.
The time.
The time that you invest in your business, that is what you risk losing, not the money.
Now let's talk about innovation, because we can't afford to assume that, because we're already in the era or in a time where there's in the financial industry there's fintech and all. In agriculture now there's agri-tech or agtech. So how has it been in terms of because you've been having the expos and the event, you're interacting with so many people, other people are coming from, there's some, I can say mtu anaweza toka ni mkulima kutoka in my shosho's village and they're coming for this expo. How has it been for these people to embrace innovations, and how has Agri-Africa been able to position this innovation in a way that this farmer can see, here I'll have something to gain?
Thank you for that question. I want to answer that question with giving you the story of our first event.
Yeah.
The theme for our first exhibition was using information to power agriculture in Africa. And our first objective was showcase the potential of agriculture in Kenya. So by showcasing the potential of agriculture in Kenya, we achieved that objective by having over 50% of the participants on our event were SMEs. So we could clearly see the potential that is there in agriculture. And most of them were in value addition. Now, the subsequent event, which we are now doing it right now, our theme is increasing agricultural productivity through innovation and market access. Because there are two challenges. The challenge number one is market access. So even if we produce, where is the market?
Where is the market?
Look at some of the crisis that is happening maybe in a place like US as a result of the tariff wars that they have with, let's say, China. Most of their products are not now going to China. So
yes.
agricultural producers, the farmers of maybe things like soybean, they're not exporting to China. China is not buying their soybeans. So when you lose market, even whatever you produce does not make sense for you to produce if you don't have market. So the biggest challenge is market access. How do we work on market access? Now, the second biggest challenge is innovation. How do you innovate so that you reduce the risk of losses? So that whatever you produce, there is no risk that you're having in terms of losing your agricultural produce. So that's why we came up with those two aspects, market access and innovation. Those are key. So we can only increase productivity if there is market access and if there is innovation. So that clearly communicates, like, our theme is a direct representation of the challenges and the opportunities that are there in the agricultural space. Innovation is key. Innovation is key. We are a net importer of so many agricultural commodities because of lack of innovation, because of lack of proper channels for market access. I'll shock you. Do you eat mushroom?
I do eat mushrooms.
Where do they come from?
I don't know.
We are a net importer of mushroom. So we import mushroom. It's really sad that we import something that can be grown even indoor. In this room that we are in, you can grow mushroom. It's not a complicated thing to cultivate. Mushroom is easy to grow when you use the proper technologies. In 2023, in partnership with the Kenya National Chamber of Commerce, we took 14 people to China. That was 2023 December. And we took them to China for training on mushroom farming. And my goodness, we saw a lot of innovations there. While in Kenya we have maybe two common mushrooms, which is button and oyster. In China they have over 250 different varieties of edible mushroom. And mushroom is highly consumed. I mean, because of its nutritional benefits and substitution to most of the products such as meat, red meat. So there is huge opportunity only through innovation. So look at the products or commodities that we are importing that we can produce locally. Then find ways or innovative ways in which we can substitute these imports. And now you build opportunities for employment, opportunities for quality products, because if you grow it locally, it means that the quality is good.
Somewhere that would need a bit of clarification, because there is the bit of the farmers who are producing, and then there's the market. But before the produce gets to the market, there's logistics. There's logistics in the middle, because early this year I was the MC and moderator in an event called Perishable Logistics Africa Conference. The biggest conversation was, how is this, the produce that is coming from the farmers, getting to the market while it's still fresh, and also there is also almost like profits to the farmers and also profits to the guys in logistics. Do we have also an allowance when it comes to the expos that you put together, or it's just for the guys who are coming to show their things and farmers? Do we have an allowance of conversations about logistics and conversations about that?
Agricultural logistics is one of the topics. However, again, I'll reiterate, we are not the solution. We are not the ones who have the solution or curate the solution, because we are not the ones feeling the pain. We're just bringing all these people together,
the same table, to have the conversation.
Exactly. Because the ones feeling the pain will now come and interact with now the people who have like everyone who feels the pain. There are people who they feel the pain in logistics. I mean, there are one, especially let's say ones who are doing exports of avocado or fresh produce. I mean, we don't know their pain areas, so we just want these people to come together, and slowly by slowly we are going to consolidate all this concerns that every individual has, and then now work on coming up with solutions. But it's not a one-step journey.
I like what you're saying, because now from what I'm getting is you are just a springboard for conversations that matter. So
Exactly.
you make sure the table is well set, and then the necessary people are on that table, and then they have the conversations.
Yes.
One thing that also Agri Africa, or you are part of the Kenya National Chamber of Commerce. How has that been, and what has been the impact of being in such a body where there's so many, there's exporters, there's generally people in the business world in Kenya who are dealing with local business and even international. So as Agri Africa, how has that been of benefit to you?
Good question. And I never thought you would ask that, but it's a good question. I would encourage companies to be members of the Kenya National Chamber of Commerce. I am one of the benefactor of KNCCI. The partnership that I have forged, even with our Chinese partners, is through Kenya National Chamber of Commerce. We went to China in 2023 June for the third Kaete exhibition, that is the China Africa Economic and Trade Expo. And this is where I started having conversations with the Chinese partners to organize an event in Kenya. And all this is facilitated by the Chamber of Commerce. The Chinese normally come here, they go to the Chamber of Commerce. They are a channel through which a lot of international opportunities are coming through to Kenya. So now, by being a member of the Chamber of Commerce and profiling yourself and the business that you're doing, then they can help you to forge relationships that now can be valuable to your organization. All I can now encourage even our audience is that when you join KNCCI, there are such kind of opportunities that you get. Yeah.
Now let's finally speak about the event that's coming up from the 28th to the 31st of October. I know you've already mentioned about what you're looking at, the theme of the event, but there is the partnership that you have with Hongqing from China. What are some of the opportunities that such a collaboration is bringing in the Kenyan scope when we're having, you said we're looking at getting how many people?
80 to 100 companies from China. And that is the target that we have. We hope that we will surpass it. We already have 55 confirmed companies, and we are still 40 days to the event. So we are pretty much sure that we will achieve that target of 80 to 100 Chinese companies. The China market is way structured. And through our partnership with our Chinese counterparts is that they have experience in doing international scale events. I've visited the agricultural exhibitions. Their next one is in October, and from what I hear from them is that it's already full. And those are exhibitions that have exhibitors in thousands, you know. So they are well structured. So data that we have received from China, we want to now curate content that we are now going to push to our audience. So it's about doing an event with a plan. And it's not something you built in one day. Our plan, or how we do the event, is making sure that we feed our visitors, our intended target audience, with the relevant information, so that when they visit the event, they are visiting the event already knowing the companies that they're coming to see and the opportunities that lies ahead of them prior even to the exhibition. So the exhibition is going to be on the 28th to 31st October. Our theme is going to be increasing agricultural productivity through innovation and market access. And I do believe that we will achieve this by bringing in market. One of the sectors that we, or the industry that we are really looking at is tea industry. China is the fastest growing tea export market for Kenya, and buyers are coming. So we are doing it the other way around. It's not just bringing in companies to come and exhibit from China to bring innovations. We also want to bring in the market to interact with our suppliers from Kenya. So people have been going into China to market their produce, and especially since Kenya agriculture I mean, our biggest export commodity is agricultural produce, and companies, organizations, individuals have been going out there to participate in exhibitions to look for market. Now we want to bring market to come and interact with the suppliers in Kenya.
Yeah.
It makes it cheaper for them, and also having the market come and interact, especially on commodities such as tea, then they will have first-hand interaction with our producers and our suppliers. They will understand our value chain. So this is the mission that we have when it comes to achieving that part of market access. Is not just marketing the produce out there, is bringing in the buyers to come and interact with the suppliers in Kenya.
I think that really summarizes what I was just about to ask about. What is the return on investment for the farmers, the people who are coming there? But already, if you're giving someone market access, then that means if these buyers are coming, then that's already enough ROI. And then finally, now this is to just jog your mind as we wrap up. We've said finally 9 times, or it's 10 times. I'm not becoming a politician, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah. So, are you a millionaire? Or you're a billionaire?
No.
But you're on the right track, right?
Of course, the goal is to have money. I don't know what defines someone as a millionaire. Is it someone who has $1 million in the bank account, or is it someone who has made $1 million? Because you can be a millionaire today, tomorrow you're not.
Yeah. When did you make your first million?
When I was, maybe 25 or 26 years.
You know, actually, the episode that just dropped this week, I was sitting with Mr. Ojijo, who is the CEO of Ojijo Group, and he said the same thing. He made his first million when he was 25. Is that pressure to the young people?
Not really, because you make the money, and the same way you make the money, you spend the money.
You spend the money.
Yeah. So maybe today I don't have $1 million. Tomorrow I might have. The day after tomorrow I don't have. So I do believe that person who keeps the money in the account, that is the person that you can ask whether they're a millionaire or not.
Or not.
Yeah,
but
now for the ones who are always trying to spend the money, create more value to get more value. Like when we started, we were talking about mistakes.
Yes.
So the same way you make the money, the same way you spend the money, it might be, you might make a killing, or you might make the biggest mistake. So you earn money, you lose money. So it's the cycle of, I don't personally invest in real estate or in assets that appreciate in value. I have not gotten there yet. I hope one day I get to that point. But what do I invest in? I invest in building systems and structures that can be sustainable. And that is what I say. I don't look at my greatest investment as how much money I've put into something, is how much time I'm putting into something. So I've put in money, I've put in time, but the return on investment, one day, with the systems and structures that I'm trying to build, especially for Agri-Africa and other business that I have, will pay up.
What is one money lesson that you wish someone had told you a bit earlier? A money lesson. Najua kuna one meme says, if the money you have cannot help you, eat that money. Is that good advice?
Money lesson that I wish I would have
known earlier.
Yes. Or someone would have educated me.
Yes.
Is that money will always come and go. So build systems, build structures, invest in these systems and structures that will give you sustainable wealth.
So build.
So, yeah. When I got money, you asked me about when I made my first million. I spent money. I made money, I spent money.
Were you typical tumia pesa ikuzoe?
Not really. It comes and I just spend it.
Yeah.
I was young. I did not have an advisor. The people that surrounds you, that I surrounded myself with, I mean, you would see them spending. So one day you will have a lot of money. Another day you will not have a lot of money. One day you have no responsibilities. Responsibilities will come pile up. So how do you ensure that you have sustainable systems that generate you money? Many invest in real estate. I have a friend who used to tell me, Tito, buy a house. Tito, invest in real estate. But what was I doing? I'm putting in money in building my event management system. I'm putting in money in Agri-Africa. I'm putting in money somewhere else. These are not tangible assets, you know. So there are different kinds of investments. Maybe it's going to pay up. I hope so. And I pray that it pays up. I believe in it. So when you have money, I wish someone would advise me to have an advisor. I'm yet to expect money. I'm not that rich.
How come?
Yeah, I'm waiting to have money. Yeah, hopefully I will have money.
Waiting to have money is giving Noko Geria money. Anyway, thank you so much, Mr. Tito, for accepting to be part of this conversation. And so, to you who's watching, when you get that 1 million, don't eat that money because you think it's not going to help you. Build systems
and structures that will give you sustainable income.
Thank you, period. That's what he said, exactly what he said. And I'm hoping that we can keep the conversations flowing on the comment section. If you have any clarifications you would need, we can always get you, right?
Yeah, definitely.
No? Oh, sawa. Thank you so much.
And encourage people to visit our event.
In fact, just plug them because...
We encourage you to visit our event. It's called the 2025 Africa International Agricultural Expo that will be at the KICC on the 28th to 31st October. You will expect to have so many international companies. We expect to have 80 to 100 Chinese companies. We also expect to have 150 to 200 exhibitors in total. There's going to be a lot of experiential areas. We are going to give you quite an experience. It's not just an exhibition of showcasing products, it's an exhibition about experience. And that is why we invite all of you to attend the exhibition. There's certainly going to be an outcome that you're expecting. Be it you are a farmer, you are in any target segment in the agricultural space, we invite you to visit the event. We are doing this event in partnership with our international event organizers from China, who are called Hongxing, and also the Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development. Thank you very much. And I hope to participate in your event next time.
Right,
Please be coming. And I hope